Hey, Colabcoaching yet again to share some wise words of wisdom for the week. It's week number 3 of the Your Intimate Relationship series. Your Intimate Relationship series. Without any further delay, the question/slash thought I have for you this week is the steps to have a successful intimate relationship, or the signs that you need to be in a successful relationship, or you need to reevaluate. But let's focus on the steps. Let's focus on the steps of how to have a successful relationship. Now, success means a lot of things to a lot of people. Hey, you guys being able to have go on vacations, or you able to have successful holidays, and Thanksgiving is coming up. At the time of this recording, you have a successful Thanksgiving with nobody arguing and fighting. That could be success for intimate relationships when it comes to family, extended family. When it comes to your intimate partner, as I said, going on vacations, that may be successful to you, but for me, successful relationships have to do with how you communicate with each other, how you're evaluating each other, how you're defining each other, and things of that nature, and how you're moving forward with each other. So, one of the first steps when it comes to having a successful relationship, to me, as being a relationship coach, is to define exactly what it means to have a successful intimate relationship. Define it, define it, define it, define it, redefine it, define it, redefine it. Make sure you understand both parties' understanding of what an intimate relationship is, how successful it needs to be, and what does it look like going forward. A lot of people come into relationships thinking that, oh, I want my relationship to be like this. And then you step into a relationship, and then your other person's, this other significant other, and it also could be friends, family, whoever it may be, have a definition that's completely opposite of yours. You both don't communicate that, and it just falls apart. Not to say it can't be reconcilable, but the realization is that people come into many different situations, whether a job, whether with your family, whether with your friends, whether with your significant others, in an intimate relationship setting. They have different definitions of what they're looking for. So that's why you have to define what it means to you and what it means to your significant other, and then you guys be able to come into consensus, come into a realization of what is going to work and look like going forward. The second thing is that learn from your experiences. Don't repeat your experiences. Learn from your experiences. Don't repeat your experiences, especially when they were negative. We all have been in relationships before. If you're watching this and you have not, more power to you. But you had some type of relationship, maybe a friend, coworker, school, classmate. That's a relationship. Get the experiences that you get from those situations. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But remember where those experiences got you. If they're still ongoing, amazing. If they fell by the wayside, they fell by the wayside. But remember what caused it to happen. Was it you? Was it someone, the significant other, whoever it may be in that relationship? Figure out what happened. Make sure those steps are not repeated, so you can have successful relationships going forward. Remember that every experience that you deal with, that you have dealt with, is building you up to have a successful relationship going forward. Don't disregard them. Don't dwell in the past, but at the same time, learn from those experiences so you don't make the same mistakes over and over again. Finally, the last thing, when it comes to the steps of having successful relationships, to me, to me, is to communicate. Continue communicating. I say this a lot because a lot of people do not communicate how they feel. A lot of people think the other person knows what they're talking about. A lot of people assume what the other person is talking about. But if you're not communicating exactly what you mean in a certain situation, a certain instance, maybe you think your significant other may have telepathic powers where they can understand exactly what your mental cues are, or they should have known you enough because you guys are maybe living together or have been with each other for years, that they should understand your verbal cues as well. Sometimes it's great, but communicating out loud is so much better. I can't fully understand you unless you fully express how you are feeling. That's a lesson that a lot of people do not learn, and they start to assume things. Just like listening, I can make a whole series about listening. A lot of people do not listen. A lot of people do not listen. People hear, but people do not listen. So remember to communicate, and communication has to do with listening as well. A lot of people will just say things and then not listen to their significant other, and then their significant other feels like they're not heard, and that causes problems, issues, to the point maybe the intimate relationship is over, and you could have reconciled those intimate relationships by just communicating. But unfortunately, it's already at the point where you can't build it back up, and you're both moving on to other people. Simple as that. So remember to communicate. Listening, talking, listening. Simple as that. So the steps on how to have a successful intimate relationship, the steps to have successful intimate relationships, to me, number one, redefine what it means to have a successful relationship to you. You may step into a situation where you have your own definition, or you don't have it yet. Your significant other may have a definition of what they feel a successful intimate relationship may be. But if you guys do not define it, come together, collaborate with each other, and make a decision of what you want to have going forward, it's just going to crumble and fall. The second thing is that please take the experiences that you've learned in the past. We've all been in relationships. It may have not been as intimate as you've wanted, but we all have experiences with family, friends, neighbors, students, classmates, co-workers, wherever it may be. Learn the experiences of things that you liked in those situations that may have helped those relationships to continue to grow and cultivate. Or if those relationships are over, gain the experience from that, so that you don't repeat those same situations. It may have been you, it may have been someone else, but as long as you have that experience, you personally can move forward into more successful intimate relationships going forward. And then finally, the last thing is communicate. Communication means talking and listening. Please talk and listen about what you want in your intimate relationships, what you feel in your intimate relationships, how you want to progress your intimate relationships. Communicate, please, because you could have amazing intimate relationships, or they could fall by the wayside because you did not decide to communicate. Simple as that. So if you're struggling with this, message me. Please talk about it. Please share this with anyone that's struggling with this. And go to my website, yourcolabcoach.com. Sign up for that free 15-minute coaching session. We can talk about anything you want to talk about. Also, fill out that relationship checklist to get a better understanding of what you want in your relationships going forward. Facebook Collab Coaching, Instagram Collab Coaching, all my series, all my videos are on YouTube, COLAB Coaching. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Finally, I wrote an amazing book, Fresh Eyes Solve Problems Easier, the Self-Love Relationship Project. Amazon, Barnes & Nobles is an ebook, it's an audio book, wherever you get your information from. Write a review. Tell me what you thought about this. If you loved it, you loved it. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I'm here for it all. With that being said, be safe out there. Have a wonderful day. And thank you for watching and sharing. Bye.